Hi guys, it's Rike and welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Rike and I review a lot of activewear. So if you're into that kind of stuff, you just keep watching. Today I have a women's best review for you. If you've never heard of women's best, they do a lot of like seamless stuff. None of it's like super spectacular, but it's definitely up there like Gymshark in terms of quality and styles and stuff. And I have shopped from them a few times, not very often, but a few times. And I'm just going to link my whole playlist up there. And yeah, I got a nice package here. Let me just grab it. I opened it, but I didn't really take anything out. It was delivered by FedEx, Women's Best logo on there and stuff. The package looked a little rough when it got to me. This is why you have all the tape on there, but it made it eventually. So let me tell you, this was a thing. If you want to skip right to the pieces, I have timestamps in the description box down below if you just want to skip this little shipping story or delivery story, I guess, rather. But yeah, so I actually remembered that I had this issue before with Women's Best because they use FedEx. And I guess depending where you are, FedEx might be a better option or a worse option for me personally. Like, at least in Sweden and in Denmark, FedEx is not a great shipping option because for some reason they couldn't deliver this to a pickup point. So my options were stay home from work to get the package, tell them where they should, just leave it, which I tried to do and it didn't work, or go to their pickup point, which is like 1.5 hours away from me, like an hour for 45 minutes south of the city center, which is like, what? And of course, not on weekends, right? Just weekdays during work hours. So yeah, they tried to deliver once and I figured, they'll just drop it off at a pickup point because that's what any normal shipper would do, like DHL and PostNord and what else do we have? DPD and Hermes and whatever. They all just drop it off at a pickup point. So I figured they'd do that. No. And they also wouldn't reschedule the delivery, so you have to do it yourself. And then I could choose a pickup point. But no matter which pickup point I picked, I couldn't process the whole request. So I contacted them. And then the person who helped me was also like, I also can't do it. It just doesn't work. It's like, great, so what are my options? And yeah, you could pick it up there or tell them where to leave it. I'm like, okay, great. So I guess I'll just tell them to leave it there and there and there. Of course, it also didn't work, right? So I was like, screw this. I guess I'll work from home that day because lucky for me, I can do that. And my workplace is a little flexible. So I was actually home and of course, I kind of expected it not to be delivered. It did arrive. The guy had to call me though to get me to go outside to meet him somewhere because, he had gotten confused as well. So yeah, delivery attempt number 3 did work, but only because I stayed home. So FedEx is not the greatest shipping option because what the heck, right? And I'm not the only person that had issues with FedEx like this. So I really wish they wouldn't use FedEx, but I also can't choose what they deliver with. So I guess, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I picked a few different leggings. I think we have a pair of shorts, some sports bras. I actually also did order one of their, because Women's Best doesn't only have activewear, they also have supplements. And I actually did order one of their Clear Whey supplements in iced tea peach flavor. I actually haven't tried that yet because I hate, I dislike the flavor of whey protein usually. And then I was like, oh, now the Clear Whey stuff is out. So I tried something from a different brand and it wasn't so bad. So I figured I could try that too. But yeah, because I'm trying to get back into my heavy lifting. And of course, protein, enough protein is always a problem for a lot of people. So easy peasy with that, maybe. But anyway, let's not get distracted. We have the clothes to talk about today. If you ever wonder, I usually do wear a size small up top of my sports bras and stuff. And I'm in between size small and medium for the bottoms, but I think here I exclusively picked mediums, which is also usually what I go for in seamless stuff. And this is all seamless stuff, at least it's described as seamless. We have some stuff with scrunch and some without. So booty scrunch, no booty scrunch, depending also, of course, on your preference, right? I think I usually prefer no booty scrunch. But I've also seen they have like leggings where they have 2 different options. Anyway, I've talked enough already. I usually start with the top, so let's do that. Just grabbing the first piece out of the bag here, and this is the Define 2.0 Seamless Scrunch Bralette. Luckily for me, it says it right there, so I don't even have to go look at my phone. And I got this in the color Dark Moss, which presumably is a darker green, and size small, as mentioned previously for my sports bras. Ooh, this is kind of like, yeah, a dark green, but like leaning a little bit more teal, I think. And this is, I guess, because it's called the Define 2.0, basically like a revamped version of the Define line. But you can see that here. It's a nice dark green, a little bit tealish. Fabric feels really nice, very soft, kind of cool to the touch. Has a slight melt to it, but like just really, really slightly. And the sports bra has a V-neck line. We have some ruching here in the front, removable cup pads, and then these thinner bra straps that are adjustable, and they just go up and down. And in the back we do have the Women's Best logo here. So there you go. An elastic, or not elastic, it's oops, it's a rib band under the chest. And interestingly enough, it's a two-tiered band. So like sometimes you can see that on leggings where you have like tighter ribbing the lower down you get, basically, so you get more compression lower down on the waist or like around your lower tummy area than you get at the top to avoid like the muffin top squeezing stuff. And here we have kind of like, of course, the opposite. So this is the wider ribbed and this is the tighter rib to give you a bigger compression right under the chest, and then it's a little bit softer after that. Interesting. I've never seen that on a sports bra. This is new to me. And then we also do have some like rib detailing along the side of the sports bra. Hope you can see it, but we have that there. And that's kind of it. But yeah, fabric feels really nice. Color is pretty. Material wise, we do have 48% nylon, 40% polyester, and 12% elastane here. And yeah, I'd say let's just see it on. Let's talk about our seamless sports bra here. I'm actually surprised at how low cut it is. I kind of expected it to come up a little bit higher, but I do get a decent amount of cleavage here. And even though I have a smaller chest, definitely some cleavage. It also feels a little tighter than what I expected. So definitely if you're in between sizes, do size up. Yeah, I mean, I usually wear size small and it fits, but I'm also used to like having a tad of extra space here and there. And the fact that, you know, I'm getting a good amount of cleavage tells you there's not that much extra space. So yeah, do size up if you're in between. Otherwise, I will say it's like a very flattering seamless sports bra. I do like that it's short line. We have this rib band under the chest. The rib band is actually not too tight or anything. Fits perfectly fine. You have the removable cup pads, and then you have this ruching here in the front, and then yeah, the V neckline. Okay side boob coverage, and then we have the thin straps here. Ow, that actually hurts. And it's more of a bra strap, so this is not like the seamless fabric, it's more of an elastic. However, I don't find it too uncomfortable right now. So yeah, I think it's fine. And then you can adjust the straps, and the back is just really very, very simple. So nothing spectacular here. Just, yeah, you know, just a normal bra. So most of the action for this one is in the front here. And it's kind of cute, yeah. So yeah, definitely not a ton of coverage. Like I said, a lot of cleavage happening here for me. And then support-wise, I would say it's solid light to medium support though. So a little bit more than I expected. I expected this to be like just light support, but I would say, like, especially if I tighten the straps a little bit more, this could easily be medium. So let's say light to medium support. And yeah, I like the color. I think the color is really pretty. A darker like teal, although they call it moss green or whatever. But I think it's nice. I think it's, yeah, perfect for this time of the year. But let's move on. Next up, the second sports bra that I ordered, and this is the Power Seamless Sports Bra in black. I think this one was on a really good deal. So let me just quickly consult the order sheet here. And this one I did get for 10 euros. Under 10 euros actually, 9.45, so like under $10. Yeah, so that's why I grabbed this one as well, because I mean, black sports bra, what can go wrong, right? And yes, I'm not sure if I tried this line from them before. I might have, maybe the leggings. I do think I have those leggings. Oh yeah, like last time I ordered from Women's Best, you could add a free legging to your cart, and I think it was a power seamless legging. And I asked my boyfriend to order, and then he had to choose between like 15 different colors, and he was very overwhelmed. But he chose a good color, so. But yeah, so this is the Power Seamless Sports Bra in black. This is definitely more of a classic, like, seamless sports bra number. I feel like we have some deodorant stains on there. I don't know if you can see them. It's just very faint. And obviously, I mean, if you just throw that in the laundry, right, and it's going to be okay. But yeah, more of a classic seamless sports bra maybe. Women's Best logo in the front here. It's just a scoop neckline, quite a lot of coverage here. We do have some detailing. I don't know if you can see it because it's black, so really hard to see because it's very dark. Removable cup pads. And then like a ribbed band under the chest. This time it doesn't have two tiers or anything. It's just, you know, a one-tiered ribbed band. Feels kind of tight, so should be giving you some support. And then in the bag is just strappy with thin straps. They're not adjustable. So I was just trying to put the tack back in there. So they are very strappy. And then like not a lot of like stuff happening in the back either, because you get a lot of coverage here as well. So this one is maybe not as exciting. A little bit more full coverage, a little bit more like your typical OG seamless kind of look. But the material still feels really nice. We do have, let me see, 90% nylon and 10% elastane here. And yeah, let's see it on. Okay, this sports bra. I mean, there's not much to say about it. If you have a wide rib cage, this might not be a thing because it's a little tight around here. Like getting it on over the shoulders was a challenge, I will say that. And even though we have this rib band, and usually they're a little bit more stretchy than this one, like, yeah, I mean, it's just, there's like a limit basically. Like now that I have it on, it's fine, but I can definitely feel like the tightness around the rib cage that I usually do not get from seamless sports bras. So I'm a little surprised. For sure, if you're in between sizes, do size up if you are interested in this one. But I would also say, like, there's not really a ton of gaping, but there's a little bit of gaping. So just expect that to happen if you don't have the biggest chest and you do decide to size up, just because you want a little bit more space here. It is also a more long line number, right? We do have like this wider band under the chest, not like the previous sports bra. And we have the scoop neckline here. It's quite high up, so I don't really get a ton of cleavage, if not to say none. Good type of coverage, thicker straps here, and then the back is a little bit more strappy. The back actually looks kind of cute, so I'm not too unhappy about that back. But yeah, the material's like, and the tightness, I don't know. Not my favorite, maybe. Yeah, and then of course you also have some like mesh detailing here. So it really looks more like a classic seamless sports bra. So nothing too exciting. Like I said, I think the back is the most exciting part about this. And the back is actually kind of exciting. I like it. But the rest of it is like, yeah. Of course, for like 10 bucks or whatever this was on sale for, I mean, you can't really go wrong, right? It fits and it's a sports bra, and I would say it's like light to medium support. So it does a little bit of supporting, and that's kind of all we can ask for that price, especially. So yeah, I mean, is it amazing? No. Is it okay? Yes. Let's move on. All right, it's time to get into the bottoms. And I usually start with like least coverage bottoms, i.e. shorts. So that's what we'll be doing. I do have one pair of shorts, and then after that we'll get into the leggings. For shorts, I also usually go for a size medium, so I think all the bottoms are mediums today. Just letting you know. And these are our first, our only shorts, but our first pair of bottoms. The Define 2.0 Seamless Scrunch 6-inch shorts in Midnight Plum. I do like a 5 or 6 inch inseam because with my thicker thighs, that's usually a little bit more comfy. Just generally like fits better, doesn't roll up. Yeah. So I was kind of excited to see that they also had a 6-inch short, because a lot of companies, it took them forever to make those. And I don't know why, because it's just a better length. But yeah, the Define 2.0 here as well, so the same as we had in the first sports bra I showed you. And what did I say the color was called? Midnight Plum. So very, very dark purple. Like all the colors are so dark. Like I feel like this season we get just so many dark colors. And this one did have the scrunch, because I believe with the Define 2.0 there was some with scrunch and some without. But this one does have a scrunch, so I can just show you that right away. Here we go. So you have that kind of like Alpha Lee Amplify-esque scrunch situation here. Some ruching as well. And then, yeah, just like under glute contours. So basically on the side of the glutes, you have some ribbed fabric, and then just kind of contours underneath the cheek here. And of course on the other side as well, the material around the butt feels, yeah, quite lightweight. And then you have that ribbed part that's a little bit thicker, a little bit heavier. And interestingly enough, so we have this ribbed side panel, and then there's like a kind of like a curve that goes this way, and then the other curve that goes under the glutes. Of course, no front seam. We have a 3-tiered or triple-tiered waistband. So ribbed, and then, as I mentioned before, widest ribbing up top to avoid the muffin top, then medium, and then tighter ribbing to give you compression in the lower tummy area. And yeah, you can check. There seems to be not really any seam cutting in or anything, so this feels like it should be good for thicker thighs. I will also say, like, this doesn't look too flared out. Sometimes you'll have shorts where they actually, like, you know, flared out the leg parts, so you could definitely tell that it was made to accommodate thicker thighs. Here it's more straight, but the material does feel stretchy enough, so hopefully it is. We do have, yeah, 48% nylon, 40% polyester, and 12% elastane here, which is, I believe, is the same fabric as we had on the sports bra itself. And we also do have a V-glute detailing here, like with some ribbing, Women's Best logo here in the back. And then some fake seam detailing up front here to kind of cinch in the waist there as well. And yeah, interestingly enough, the logo is also kind of, I mean, it's just printed on, but like the patch underneath the logo is the same shape as the logo, but that's definitely like stitched in. Interesting. But yeah, very, very dark color. I kind of wish I had gotten a lighter one now, just because it's easier to show you things on lighter colors, but this will have to do. Let's see it on. All right, the shorts here, definitely very high-waisted. My belly button is down there, and we have this ribbed waistband, triple-tiered or 3-tiered or whatever you want to call it, with the, you know, less compression here up top, and then we get a little bit more compression down here. And I will say compression is actually quite nice. It's not too much, but it's also not too little, because sometimes I have that, you know, I feel like I'm not compressed enough in the waist, but I think this is actually good. And of course we don't have a front seam, and then we just have the seam detailing kind of snatching in the waist a little bit. And I will say that I've never had like the best experiences with the seamless shorts in terms of cutting into the thighs. And while there's not really too much of a seam here at the bottom, I can still feel it a little bit. So, I mean, we saw that it wasn't really flared out at the bottom here. And yeah, like a lot of times with seamless shorts, I don't know, there's just a little bit more compression around here than I would like. And I can still feel it now as well. I don't think it looks too intense. Like, I don't think the cutting in is too much, or like it doesn't look like it's that much, but you can definitely feel it a little bit. And I've just had better experiences with other shorts, and like, it's like I can still wear it. It's still fine. And it also doesn't really budge or anything. It stays where it is. So that's perfectly great. Like that's perfect. But of course, like if you're looking for something really, really, really comfy, these shorts might not be the ones I would reach for first. Like, it's not the end of the world. It's not like super uncomfortable. It doesn't look too squeezy, sausagey, but just know that they are not like the most thick thigh friendly shorts out there. Yeah, but length is good. Obviously, like, you're gonna lose a little bit of length trying to hike things up here into that crack with the little glute seam and everything. Like, I don't know if you can see it. I'm just trying to come a little bit closer. But we have the V here. We do have the scrunch. And like when I squat, like I don't really feel it too much. So it's not super invasive or anything. I think you could definitely squeeze it in there a little bit more for more glute separation, but I just don't usually bother, especially because that moves. Usually, like, I mean, if it doesn't sit like this normally, then it's probably not gonna stay like this if you try, right? So yeah, the material feels really nice otherwise. Yeah, I just wish they had flared out the bottoms of these a little bit more to just make it a little bit more comfy around the thighs. But length is great. I'm happy to see more 6-inch shorts also in terms of seamless shorts. And I really like how the waistband fits. Like, it fits really nicely and just has like a good amount of compression. And yeah, the color is very dark, of course. So I hope you could actually see stuff. And let's move on. All right, now we're moving into leggings territory, and I will just continue with the Define 2.0 seamless line. So we just saw the shorts, we saw the sports bra previously, and here I do have the Define 2.0 seamless scrunch leggings in regular length. I believe they had a lot of their leggings in regular and long length for sure, and maybe also short. And I mean, for the most part, if I get regular length, I usually get like a 7/8 length out of it, which is what I prefer for my leggings. This is also the dark moss color, so we've already seen that color in the first sports bra that I showed you. And again, this is Define 2.0 Scrunch. So we do have a scrunch with these ones. These are not scrunch free. I believe I tried to get it without the scrunch, but they didn't have it in stock in the color I wanted, so I just opted for the scrunch, I think. I think this is how it happened. I'm not 100% sure, because also I ordered this while they were still having some like late Black Friday sales going on, so of course there was some stuff that wasn't available, and I just picked what I liked and what I wanted to try, and yeah. But anyways, looks like we have very, very similar leggings here compared to the shorts. So like it's just longer. Color is gorgeous again. So I really, really like this dark moss color. I also liked it on the sports bra. I think it's a really pretty one, especially because I have the feeling it leans more teal than it's not exclusively dark green. We have this 3-tiered waistband again. So wider ribbing, medium, and then tighter ribbing. No front seam, obviously. And then you have that like fake seam detailing here to kind of cinch in the waist again. And then I can show you the ribbed part on the side again. So you have this side ribbed panel here. And then, yeah, one side kind of goes in to the side here, and the other part does contour the glutes a little. So it comes in here. And then, of course, we do have the scrunch here in the back. Like I said, more of an alpha lead amplified type scrunch. We have some V-glute detailing here with the ribbed fabric. And that is that. Because yeah, I don't think there's any more detailing further down the leg. Sometimes that happens, but not with these ones. And overall, I'm assuming the material is, again, the same. Let me just double check if that is true, but I would assume it's the 48% nylon, 40% polyester. Yes, and 12% elastane. So same fabric throughout the whole line. I know that, you know, it doesn't seem too weird, but like I've definitely seen it somewhere where like between the sports bra and the leggings, at least they had like slightly different fabric compositions. But yeah, I like this color. Let's see these on. All right, so these leggings theoretically should be the same as the shorts, but in, you know, kind of 7/8 length. I don't want to say full length, but 7/8 length. However, I feel like they fit slightly different. and unfortunately not in a good way. Like, it's not terrible or anything, but after having tried the shorts, like, I'm missing a little bit of compression in the waistband. I feel like there's a little bit of extra fabric in the crotch area, and I didn't have that with the shorts. So I was really hoping that these would be great, you know, because I love the color and I really like the compression of the waistband. But here, like, I feel like when I squat, because the compression isn't there, this kind of slides down a little bit, and I don't like that necessarily. So yeah, I'm missing compression. And I don't know why because the shorts and these leggings are the same size. So they should theoretically have the same fit at the waistband. So I don't understand what's happening. But yeah, unfortunately, these fit me a little less good. So there's definitely a little bit more space in the waistband. Like, I get absolutely no compression whatsoever in this, which makes it hard, yeah, to have the leggings stay up. They do slide down a little bit on me. We still have this triple-tiered or three-tiered waistband. Then, of course, no front seam. And you still have those seams that kind of like snatch in the waist a little bit. And then some seam detailing here. And then some under the glutes. And actually, I'm not sure if you can see it, but like this one actually does really fit under my glutes. Same with the shorts, right? So that's fine. And then also here we do have our scrunch. I'm just coming a little bit closer. So we have our scrunch, we have our V, and so it's the same thing. And I feel like I get the same amount of glute separation. Obviously, depending on the size of your cheeks, of your butt cheeks, you might be able to get a little bit more fabric in the crack or a little bit less. Yeah, it just really depends on how much you stretch this whole thing out, right? But yeah, unfortunately, like, I'm missing the compression in the waistband. It's kind of weird. I don't know why. And yet I kind of get like a little bit of a Barbie crotch here because there's a little bit of just folds of fabric that are kind of like in this area. And yeah, I did not have that with the shorts. So I am a little confused. Lengthwise also, I said it was a 7/8 length, but honestly, it's a tad shorter than that. So they're also not, like, this is a regular length, right? So I should have gone with a long length to get my normal 7/8 length, I guess. I don't know. But if you're 5'7" or 170 centimeters or above, maybe go for the long length instead of the regular one, unless you know you have really short legs, right? Like, as far as I know, I usually have a longer torso, but maybe I also have long legs, but then that doesn't really add up. So I don't know. But in theory, this was going to be really cute because I love the color, but yeah, I'm just missing compression here. And the shorts did fit better. So let's move on. All right, we got 2 more leggings to go. Next up, we have the Power Seamless Scrunch regular length leggings in the color Graphite. So Power Seamless, same as the black sports bra, but yeah, I didn't pick black leggings because yeah, it's hard to show things on black. And these also do have a scrunch. And again, I believe these probably also came without a scrunch and in different lengths, which is why it specifies the regular length. But again, some stuff was a little sold out, a little picked over, so I went with what I could grab. And this is, yeah, the Power Seamless leggings. The graphite color is definitely like a kind of brownish gray. Like, it has a little hint of brown, I think. And we do have this wide ribbed waistband. You can see it here, just single tiered. It definitely has some compression. We do have the little women's best logo here in the front, obviously no front seam. And there is some side detailing. There's also a lot of panel mesh detailing here in the front. You can see that it kind of goes diagonally across here. This is like a little bit more meshy. And then we have these, it reminds me a little bit of, what were those called? Some Alpha Elite leggings. especially with this paneling here. They're actually, like, I really like those leggings, but I forgot what they're called. Anyway, if I'll come up with it, I might even have a video on these somewhere. I might just link the video up there if I can remember what they were called. Yeah, I don't know, but like it definitely reminds me of those, and I like those. I still wear them sometimes, and specifically this part here. I did have a lot of colors of those. And then in the back, these scrunch here. So this is the same scrunch as we saw on the other leggings and the shorts. So, you know, they just use the same style. And then again, we also have like ribbed V glue detailing there as well. And some underglued like mesh detailing too. So you can see that here, kind of like just contouring tone and tone. And then at the bottom here, you'll still have some mesh detailing as well. But like a lot of the detailing is in the front here, like from your mid-thigh onwards basically, and then on the side as well, some of that mesh detailing. Material feels, you know, cool to the touch, soft, stretchy enough. The outer part of the waistband, I'm not too convinced of. It feels like a little rough, but on the inside it's soft. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. And then we also do have, let me see, fabric-wise, probably the same as the sports bra, 91% nylon and 9% elastane. That is slightly different because I think it was 90% nylon and 10% elastane on the Power Seamless sports bra. So you see slight differences, still same line though. And yeah, let's see these on. All right, this is definitely a very interesting gray color. I don't think I have, to be fair, I don't really have gray leggings that much anyway. I think they have like 2 pairs maybe. Gray is not usually color I reach for, but it can be a good alternative to black if you're trying to venture out, as in, you know, you don't really wear colors at all. So I guess then that's, you know, a good option. But anyway, these leggings are quite ultra high rise, I would say. My natural waist is down there. You can see they're quite a lot higher than that. Belly button's all the way down there. And then, yeah, we have this ribbed wide waistband. You get a little bit of compression. We have the little Women's Best logo there. And these ones do have a lot of stuff going on. For sure, something that you need to be a little bit careful with if you have long fingernails, simply because we have like a lot of mesh stuff happening here. You can also see they're kind of like a little bit shorter than 7/8 length again. But yeah, we have a lot of mesh stuff happening here. Also on top of here, it's just a lot of things and a lot of different things as well. And it continues all the way down to the bottom of these. So there's a lot of stuff happening. If you're not into leggings with a lot of detailing, these might not necessarily be your thing. But it's interesting, right? Just making it a little bit more fun. Yeah, I mean, up here you don't really see much, and then it just starts around here where we have the little bit of mesh, and then, yeah, just a lot after that as well. And then in the back, we do have the V for the glutes. We have the booty scrunch here. And again, if you have, depending on how much booty you're working with, you might have a little bit more fabric to squeeze into the crack. For me, there's not that much. But I also wouldn't want to, like, you know, size up just to get more, simply because right now, compression in the waistband is good. If I do size up, it's gonna be way too loose. So I'm happy enough with this, and I also don't really need too much separation there. The way it is right now, it's already plenty, I would say. And yeah, you also have some mesh detailing under the glutes there. So let me see if I can come closer. But like it's there to kind of, yeah, just contour things, and of course also adds a little bit of breathability, right? Yeah, I don't think these are my favorite like seamless leggings, but I don't really see much wrong with it. It's just, you know, depends of course on if you want this detailing, you know, how you like it, if you like the colors these come in. But yeah, I don't really see, I don't know. I think these are okay. They're decent. Nothing much bad to say, and nothing like, oh my god, it's like, you know, what do you say? It's not gonna, it doesn't surprise me, basically. But yeah, let's move on. Last but not least, we have a blue number here. And these are the Motion Seamless Scrunch regular length leggings in galactic blue. So again, Scrunch. I thought I got something without, but I guess that was not available in my size or the color I wanted. So yeah, I'm sorry. Showing you exclusively Scrunch bottoms apparently. Oh, these feel very different. So I feel like this is the Motion Seamless now, and this is definitely the most different out of the 3 that I've tried now. Because we've had what, Power Seamless, Define 2.0, and then the Motion Seamless. And yeah, these Motion ones, they feel like thicker, softer, for sure. Like very different feel. Like very different feel. Like I like it. It's really soft. Like it feels very comfy, very cozy in a way. And the color is like really fun. It's just like a bright royal blue. Yeah, I'm very curious about the material, so I'm just gonna go check that out. See, it's like at the bottom of the leg here. And the material is 68% nylon, 27% polyester, and 5% elastane. So indeed, very different. But yeah, I like it. It feels really soft. Like, oh, and look at the stretch. Like, oh. And it's definitely a little thicker, so maybe not the best on a very warm day. But it's currently not very warm, so you know, I don't need very, very lightweight leggings right now. We have this wide ribbed waistband, definitely a little bit of compression, but not as much as the other leggings, I feel at least. Obviously no front seam action or anything. The waistband is sewn onto the main part of the leggings, by the way, so there's, I guess, a little seam there. And then we have a little women's best low. We had the bottoms of calf, and then one here in the front, right? This is the front, yes, one here in the front. But it's very hidden. It's kind of, I mean, it's not really tone and tone, but it's like somewhat. And then in the back, the V-glute detailing is not as intense as it was on the other leggings. It's a little less, yeah, just a little less intense. And then we do have that butt scrunch situation there as well. This one is also, it just looks a little less intense than the other ones. I feel like there's less ruching around things there. So there's that. Definitely a few differences. And then also when we look at the waistband itself, there's like a darker insert here on the sides that you can also see in the back. So that feels slightly different, I guess. I can't really tell the difference too much. Maybe it's a little bit more stretchy, but wouldn't you put something more compressive on the sides? I don't know. But anyway, it's there for whatever purpose. And yeah, material feels so good. Huh. Yeah. Let's see these on. On to our royal blue leggings. I know the color wasn't called royal blue. It was, now I need to, need to check the bag that this one came in, but it is galactic blue. So yeah, I think the blue is really fun. I like it. The material feels really, really comfy. I wish there was a little bit more compression in the waistband, but we can get to that in a second. First of all, high-waisted, a little bit maybe ultra on the sides, and my belly button is down there. We have this wide waistband here. All of it is kind of ribbed. Like the whole leggings also has like a slight ribbed texture to it. And overall, yeah, it's just like soft and a little bit textured, like I just said. And it has like some stretch to it. So nothing much to complain about there. Like I can move and everything. And the waistband stays in place, which is also really nice. Lengthwise, 7/8 length, tad shorter maybe, but I feel like this is the longest out of the leggings, out of all the leggings I've tried. And I think all of them, yeah, I mean, all of them were regular length. So maybe if you are a little bit taller, what I already said, then you want the long length actually. And to be fair, I feel like I looked at the chart for the length and I was kind of right in the middle there. So I just went with what I usually go with, which is regular length, but yeah. I guess maybe I could have tried a longer length as well. And then in the back, we do have a slight V here. We have the scrunch in the back here as well. So you get that there. And honestly, I mean, I can feel the scrunch a little bit. I also feel like it's pulling a bit on the back of this waistband here. So I feel like this needed to have like a little bit more rise. And also if it had a little bit more compression, then it wouldn't slide down. I mean, it dips down a little bit, and that's kind of my main issue with these ones. I don't want it to dip a little bit. I also don't want like the tiniest bit of gaping, which I feel like I'm getting here. And overall, if the waistband was just a little bit more compressive, I feel like then that wouldn't be happening, you know? So yeah, I also wouldn't want to have size down to a small because, I mean, I have a little bit of space here, but it's not a lot. And the small would have been a little bit too tight on the thighs and like around the glutes here, I think. And especially with the scrunch, you want that space to, you know, for the glutes, and so that the scrunch can actually go a little bit in between the cheeks. So you don't want to have it too tight anyway. And sometimes that's the sacrifice we have to make if you are not one size throughout. You just have to decide, do you want it tighter in the waist or do you want it tighter in the glutes, basically? Or I guess no, do you want it tighter in the waist or do you want it tighter in the waist and right size for the glutes, or tighter in the glutes and no? See, now I'm confusing myself. All right, so if it is tighter in the waist, it would also be tighter here, which might be a little uncomfortable. Or if it is fine here, then the waistband is a little bit too wide. This is what I was trying to say, and apparently this took me like a minute or so. I don't know, I'm sorry. It's currently Friday now that I'm filming it, and it's the weekend. It's the last weekend before Christmas. Not for you. For you, it's already, you know, old news. Christmas has already happened. And presumably New Year's, I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, but I think that's all I kind of wanted to say about these leggings. But the material feels really nice, and yeah. I feel like out of all the leggings I've tried on, these are of course the simplest because we don't really have too much detailing except for the scrunch and the V and, you know, that, which all the other ones had as well. But like it doesn't have anything else. So these are the simplest, and also the material kind of feels like the coziest, like more like a hug. And that's nice. Let's move on. All right, it's conclusion time. I have our little pile here. A lot of darker colors, a lot of muted colors, and then we have that blue that's kind of like, just like bam in there, even though it's still darker blue. But yeah, I think my favorite color is still like the dark moss. That one was really, really pretty. But I also do like the blue for sure, and this material feels really good. So yeah, but like what I said in the beginning is kind of still true. A lot of these pieces are decent quality. Likewise, I would say probably like along the Gymshark level. And this is also kind of the price point we're looking at. Just double checking, you know, not that I tell you something that isn't true. But yeah, I mean, of course, I bought a lot of stuff on sale here, so that was a really good price. Like the shorts were like only like under $20, and the Define 2.0 Student Scrunch bra was also under 20. And like, so like, you know, and then some of the leggings were around 20, 25 because they were on sale. But otherwise, I think price point wise, we are somewhere around the Gymshark level there, and quality wise, it is also somewhere around there. I feel like Women's Best doesn't try as much crazy stuff as Gymshark does, for sure. If you're like thinking about what crazy stuff am I talking about, I mean, I'm just gonna link my recent Gymshark video up there. Not all of it was crazy, but there was definitely like one piece where I was like, what's going on? Why are we doing this? But yeah, you can go check that out if you want. Let me know if you've shopped from Women's Best before, and yeah, what your favorite pieces or what you think about them. Also, let me know what your favorite outfit or your favorite piece from today's video was. And you can just drop a comment down below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I also really appreciate like feedback and suggestions for new brands and that kind of stuff. And if there's anything that comes to mind, just drop a comment down below and I'll get back to you. You can also follow me on Instagram, and you can also DM me there, but I'm more likely to see your comments here on YouTube. So if there's ever anything you want me to see, just drop a comment down below. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative and entertaining and everything, and I will see you next time. Bye.